Stitch Cuties, welcome to the video tutorial for making block 3 of our Happy Place quilt using our embroidery machine. So what you'll want to do is get all of your pieces numbered and identified. So you'll use your placement guide and you'll identify your pieces. Do make sure when you number your the 3 little clovers over here that you look at the front of the pattern and put the right print numbered as 6, 7, and 8. And the importance of this is because one of the little motif stitches in a lighter color and 2 of them stitch in the darker green. So you want to make sure you get the right one in the right place. Now, I've also pulled out all of my thread and lined it up on the side in order of appearance. Again, just read through your pattern. You'll be able to organize your pieces and your threads before you begin. So I have already stitched the first step with white thread. And that is the little T right in the center of our hoop. So what we're gonna do, put this right in front of us, take our background fabric that comes in our kit. It's not directional, the flowers are all tossed every which way. And I'm just gonna fold it in half and in half again. So making it in quarters. And then we're just gonna simply line it up at that T and open it up. This just ensures that we have this nice and centered. And then I give it a little press just so I don't have any wrinkles from my folding. And then I'm gonna secure it using my sew tights. You can also use tape. You can use whatever it is you like to secure things with. And just make sure you go right on the edge because you don't wanna be in too much to where you're stitching. You just need this to hold it in place for that first step. And then put this at the top. There we go. So I have that held in place. Again, I have white thread on my machine and we're gonna continue on. And what will happen is our first round of applique outlines will stitch for us. Alrighty, so now we have our applique outlines in place. I'm gonna remove my sew tights and put that off to the side. And then we will iron on our first round of applique pieces. So I turn mine sideways so it fits on my Steady Betty and it is nice and secure. So we're gonna start with piece number 1. And again, I've numbered them on the back using my placement guide. So piece number 1 and piece number 2. So this very cute house, fun print. And you just wanna make sure you get this nice and in place on all sides. There we go. And now it is time to iron our 3 pieces on. And again, you wanna make sure, let me get my placement guide so you can see. You wanna make sure that you put 6, 7, and 8 down. And again, look at your picture and make sure that 6 is the right print, 7 is the right print, 8 is the right print. Pretty important right here, okay? And I have mine laid out in order so I don't have to think. I love it. So first up, number 6, put this right in place. And again, when you have a piece that has a lot of little jut outs or what have you, make sure it's in place everywhere before you start ironing. And you'll never need to like push or pull your piece. It's always gonna be a perfect fit. You're never gonna need to like, you know, pull it or make it fit. It's just gonna flop down right in place. So now, number 7. There we go, wiggle it till it's in place. There we go. Perfect. These are cute. I love these prints. They're from, I believe they're all from the Lori Holt Dots collection. This one may not be. It might be Calico. Not sure. But they're super cute nonetheless. Whatever fabric collection they are. I know they're Lori Holt. And now, piece number 8, ironed right in place. And now we'll continue with the white thread for our next round of applique outlines. Alrighty, so we have our last round of applique outlines, also our second round of applique outlines. There's only 2 on this particular file. And so we're gonna put our roof in place. There we go. And then we'll put our pretty little door. This is such a cute print. And again, it's not directional up and down, so it doesn't matter which way you put up or down. And the bottom lines up directly with the bottom of the house. Boop. And now, our little heart. I love that. I believe this is the autumn color. It's just so perfect. It's very pretty. And right in place. So that was so easy. You built all your applique units in the hoop. Now for the next steps, which are 12 through 17, you're gonna change your thread color at every step, and the machine is gonna stitch everything for you. You don't need to take your hoop on and off. I'm gonna do so simply for the purposes of the video. So the first color that we're gonna load is going to be the dark brown so that our chimney can stitch. So now your chimney is stitched, and it is time to now load Butterfly Gold, the 0567, it's step 13, and the two sides of our house will stitch. And now the sides of your house, it's all stitched up. So we're going to now load 1056 medium tawny tan, and our roof and our door will stitch. Alrighty, take a look at your roof and your door. You're starting to have a house. Now we're going to load 1833, which is pumpkin pie, and your machine is gonna stitch this fun little heart in the center of your house. Alrighty, you have a heart, and now it's time to stitch the two pieces on the top and bottom, so number 6 and 8, and we are using the darker green, the 1176 medium dark avocado. Alrighty, take a look at your top one and your bottom one. And now we have just one more thread color to put on. That's 1177 avocado. It's the lighter of the two greens, and it's gonna stitch your final piece, the center right here. Alrighty, you're all done. Let's take a look, top to bottom. It looks so good. Your little house for block 3 is all done. So now you'll take it out. You will remove all of your stabilizer. So remember, it tears away super easy. Just start tearing, and you do want to tear it out from the pieces inside as well. I'm just gonna do a rough tear. And then again, remind you my little tip for trimming. I like to use the Cute Cuts 8.5 inch trim it ruler. So you can see how easy it is to pull out the stabilizer, look. And then you do want to go back and take out this out. And what I usually do is just take my scissors and lightly score the stabilizer, get my nail under there, or if you need to use a little pokey, this Alex Anderson tool is a great little friend. And then you just pull away from your stitches like that. Easy peasy to get it all out. So just like that, and you'll go around and tear it. If you have tweezers, that helps too, to get sometimes like the little bitty pieces left behind. There you go, easy, just like that. And again, my tip for trimming it, I like to put this on my light pad usually. So you have your placement guide, and all you do is line. See, if you're on your light pad, you can see, boop, there we go. But you can see even without a light pad. And then just make sure the house is at the bottom down there. Looks good. And then I take my Cute Cuts ruler, and I put it right in place, and then you can use a chalk pencil, a Pigma pen, whatever you want. And I just make a little mark on the corners so that then I can be on a cutting mat to actually cut it. What's cool, if you have the light pad that we recommend, oh, I broke my lead. If you have the light pad that we recommend, it comes with a self-healing cutting mat. So you can actually have your cutting mat right on top of your light pad, mark it, move your pattern away, and then you're ready to simply trim this, right? So you'd be on your cutting mat, not your Steady Betty, and you would trim it. So that's my tip for getting it perfectly in place with the placement guide. Again, use a ruler to measure to that 8.5 inches. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial for block 3 of the Happy Place block of the month. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and happy stitching.